Welcome to Woodrow. This is podcast 11.
What up, guys? It's your boy Bear, and I'm here with
Odd Phantom.
And today we're gonna be talking about John Ramirez.
John Ramirez. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? Before we get started, I'm gonna read what is it? I guess a quote from the Bible. It goes like
specify what Bible it is.
Well, it's a Catholic Bible, I believe. I don't know. I found it on the internet. So I don't know if it's either or, but whatever. So because I guess in the Bible, well, all this is together. John Ramirez, he was a devil worshiper and he became a born again Christian. But in religion, there is, I guess, quotes or expose
passages.
Yeah, passages. Passages that expose or talk about witchcraft and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the ones that kind of like resonated with me, I guess you would say.
Okay.
So it goes like this. It's Leviticus 19:31. Do not turn to mediums or seek out spirits, for you will be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. So
Hello.
So pretty much, it's the quote means, that don't seek out people that, can contact with spirits, because the spirits will taint your soul, in other words. But the thing is that a lot of times, devil or, these bad spirits disguise themselves as your loved ones, That's how possessions happen. That's how, that's how people, get, you would say, tainted, that these things follow you back home, they attach to people, especially if you don't believe in religion, that's how a lot of these times these things happen. Like people that are weak-minded, they'll attach themselves to them and they'll feed off of them because your belief is not strong,
Well, I think personally, I don't think it has to do a lot with. I don't think. I guess like you're saying, like not strong-minded, but I think it has to do with desire. Because if
well, that's what the devil preys on.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Desire.
So I think like how you were saying like loved ones and and being.
So
weak-minded.
I
think that they target people more that would want what they want, no matter the consequences.
Yeah, but like not what they want. So like, if give an example, if they desire to see,
like let's say they
their
desire
mother
money.
that passed away. No, well, if they desire to see their mother that passed away, no matter what, like you're gonna look and try to find that person, and most of the times it's not your mother. Because if you believe in religion or you believe in heaven or whatever your religion is or whatever you believe in, like
they're pretty much already rested.
Exactly. Yeah. For us, we believe that they're in heaven already.
Yeah.
Or hell, whichever,
Yeah, and there's no way we're able to see them.
Exactly.
And unless we pass on ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they prey on desire, yes, but not only desire, because not everybody desires something like bad.
No, yeah.
It's not like money, greed. It's not always about greed. Sometimes it's just desire. You've lost something. Your heart is in a bad place, so your mind is clouded.
Yeah.
And when your mind is clouded, sometimes you can't see
clearly.
Exactly, you can't see clearly. You can't see clearly, of what's ahead of you. So at times you turn around and you're like, you know what, maybe this is the right path. And you think what you're doing is right, but it's not sometimes,
Yeah.
And you don't want to be involved in the situations where, you're, getting your freaking future read because, saying your brother has cancer and it runs in the family, that you're scared, sometimes when you go.
Honestly, I think that has a lot to do with it as well, as being scared, is that majority of the time, people are scared of the unknown. So they want to know. So like you were saying, a lot of people go get their cards read or they want to go get their future told because they want to know what exactly is going to happen. Or if, let's say...
Yeah, but it's not... I would say this is not... I feel like it's not painted in blue. Like, even if they tell you, like, okay, on the 31st, you will die. What if you don't?
No. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think that it's just that people want to know. So that's why they go and do those things. You know what I mean? Like... Because it's like another question that goes along a lot that I hear. It's like, if you had the chance to know when you would die, right?
I wouldn't.
Would you want to know?
Of course not.
You know what I mean?
Why would I want to know when I'm going to die?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. For some people, they might be like, yeah, I want to know. so they can like either do whatever they want to do until then.
What would you think would happen? Right. Let me give you an example.
I think
If when you're born,
yeah,
okay, when a baby is born,
mm-hmm.
you and your wife or whatever, right? A baby is born.
Okay.
And they tell you they can already know, and it's 100%
Okay.
when your baby is gonna die. Okay, they can give you numbers saying when he's 51, your kid's gonna die at 51,
Okay.
and it's always been 100% proven.
Okay.
Okay, would you tell them that? Would you tell them that they're gonna die at 51?
Tell who? The
Your
kid?
child, yes,
Probably not.
exactly. So why do people like when in the
Yeah, but some people want to know. Some people don't want to know.
okay, but that's what I'm saying. There's certain questions you're not supposed to ask.
No. Yeah,
and
of
that's
course.
one of them. When people play the Ouija board, there's certain questions you shouldn't ask.
And that
You know,
well,
you
the
shouldn't
majority
ask
of the
them.
time-
You shouldn't ask them what's your name. They don't like that. You shouldn't ask them when you're gonna die. They don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but they want. That's what people want to know. The majority of the time, when anybody
They don't like to. They there are answers that they don't want to tell you.
No. Yeah,
but it's happened. Like people have asked
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because
Well, look,
they
you
don't
figure-
believe. They don't believe in
Well,
that
you
kind of
figure.
stuff.
Remember, one of our cousins asked that question, and supposedly he knows what day he's gonna die. He played the Ouija board, and
No, I think it was his friend that asked, not him.
well, from what he told me, he said that he asked.
I know,
and
but
he knows.
It's because a lot of the time people don't believe in that kind of stuff, so they think it's a game.
Well, that's the.
You're ignorant. If you don't believe there's like something, let's not even call it God, okay? Because we're like, I don't want people to think we're throwing in our religion, all the time, like enforcing. If you
Yeah.
believe in something, or at least there's a higher power.
Yeah.
You get me? Like because exorcisms, possessions, ghost hauntings, all that is not proven in the sense of like
Scientifically.
no, I guess scientifically, but like actually like proof.
Yeah.
But
like you can't touch it, pretty much.
yeah, you can't
proof.
touch it like
Yeah.
that's so, like stuff like that because they have to touch it, they have to see it, they have to communicate with it.
Yeah.
That's what they believe. But people have been haunted, different things like that. Like it is real, it is out there. And a lot of times when people are ignorant and they don't understand what they're getting themselves into, what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
what ends up happening. That's when they get haunted.
They
things
go
like
down the
that.
wrong path.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
they don't believe it. So you're like, oh well, I'm gonna play the Ouija board because it's just a game.
No.
Look, it's been sold. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it in
Didn't
Target.
they have it at Toys R Us?
They have it in Toys R Us. Glow in the dark.
Before
Glow in the dark.
before
Bro.
it closed. Before Toys R Us closed down, they had it at Toys R Us.
Glow in
correct?
the dark, though. Come on.
Yeah. And another thing, it also depends.
What kind of sane parent's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Let me get my daughter the glow in the dark Ouija board because it's so cool. They can play in the dark. Like,
well, yeah, but
who
remember,
thinks, like,
some people are born into it. Like we figured, like John Ramirez. The video we
well,
saw.
yes, his father.
He-
He was born into. His father
Yeah,
was a Satanist.
That's what I'm saying. So some people don't have a choice. You know what I mean?
His whole family was. I understand that.
You know what I mean?
understand
So you
that.
figure he changed his life around when he got older. You know what I mean? And he realized, that God actually reached out to him.
Well, it wasn't too late for him.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
was it?
God reached out to him. You know what I mean? And now his whole thing is that, it's never too late to be saved. You know what I mean? Because he and some of the videos that we're gonna be posting up in the links. He said of all the stuff that he did. You know what I mean? All of the curses. How he said he closed down
also released some
neighborhood.
books. One was called "Unmasking the Devil," and I believe he talks about the cauldron of the devil. It's like pretty much like this bucket and like skull looking thing with a bunch of like blades
and
in
you
it.
know what I mean. So it's the thing is like I get what you're trying to say, but like he says himself, he was born into it. He prayed to the devil. He said he asked for the.
I understand what you're saying that
so
a lot of the times people don't have a choice.
Yeah,
don't have a choice when your family.
It's
to a certain
hard.
extent.
Yeah, it's kind of hard
to a
to
certain
say, like,
extent.
Yeah,
because saying if you're born into a family, because this happens all the time, and all your families are doctors or lawyers, they expect the same from you.
Yes,
that's an easy example. Not even about devil worshiping or another example. If people that are born into gangs, when they're born and their family is in gangs, they're more highly likely
to get into gangs.
a gang.
Yeah.
It's the same thing
because that's what they expect from you.
Exactly. There's only the few that break that vicious cycle.
Yeah, that they get away. They get out of it.
They get out of it. Exactly. There's only the few that break that vicious cycle.
Mm-hmm.
It's only the few that break it.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? And I get what you're trying to say with him, that he was born into it.
No. We're not just him in general.
But I'm talking about people that are just ignorant, that don't believe in that kind of stuff.
No. And also too, I get.
So you're telling me they don't need a Ouija board to communicate with the devil if they're born into that kind of stuff.
No. Yeah, but
they're
I'm
trying to
telling you is that you got to remember is that not all families teach their kids religion.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Not
but
all families,
and that's who they're targeting.
No.
They're targeting these innocent because they're innocent.
Well,
just because
necessarily.
Children are innocent because their parents are supposed to teach them the right way. You get me? They're targeting these people, like these devil people, like these devil worshippers, these Satanists. They're targeting people. They've been since the beginning of time. They're trying to change you to go into that dark side, to go into the evil side. They're doing it now, and they've been doing it. That's what I'm trying to explain. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, you gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're targeting people. Like, these are like more worse than gangs, dude. Like, they're trying to, get you into their circle. They're trying to. They've been doing it.
So are you part of their circle?
No, I'm not saying I'm part of the circle, but you know what I mean.
No, I get you. But what I'm trying to understand you, it's not everyone's innocent. We've all done things. You know what I mean? We've all done something that we are not supposed to be doing. Excuse me.
Yeah, of course, but
and you know what I mean.
But like me, like,
but at the end of the day,
I've only stolen money from my mother once.
No.
I'm giving you an example. I've only stolen money from my mother once. At the time, I was like, "Fuck it." It was only one time.
But we got
later on. When I was older, I told my mom, "Hey, I stole like $5 from your purse."
Everybody's different
because I regretted it.
Yeah, you regretted it, but not everybody's the same. Some people.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to these people that are listening to this. Don't wait until it's too late. You get me? Because once they got you, they got you.
No, remember, in all reality, it doesn't matter how deep you are. Cause
I know, but we're here to educate these people and as far as like how bad this kind of stuff is.
No, it's bad.
There's a war going on.
No, yeah, but you guys remember is that no matter how deep you are in, God is always going to be there to help you if you want to be saved.
I know, but there's always been a war of devil versus angels.
There's always been a war, and there's always going to be one. You know what I mean? But you can't sit here and say it's going to be too late. You know what I mean? Remember, God forgives. As long as you repent and you don't redo what you already done, God can forgive you.
I'm kind of butchering. I'm going to butcher something up. It's a saying that they say in Spanish, right? Well, it was kind of like a story. But it goes something like this. I guess there was a bunch of devils. There was my mother explained this to me.
Okay.
There was this nun convention or something like that, right? And there was a bunch of there was a big bunch of devils around.
Okay.
Bunch of devils around. So then, I guess somebody asked the devil. I says, "How come you're trying to get in there?"
Uh-huh.
And then the devil says, because everybody else out here, I already have them.
Mm-hmm.
In there is where I want them, I want to change them.
Mm-hmm.
So he was saying everybody in that convention was saved.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else outside, he already had them in their pocket pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like, that's strong. That's what I'm saying, like a strong saying. Like,
no.
To think about it in that sense, like, damn, like, they got you already, no matter what you do,
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I get that point. I get what you're trying to say, right? But, you got to look at it as like, I understand. I feel that people are safe when, like innocent, like you were saying, when they're young, to when they get older, to where they make their own decisions, right? I think that they're innocent until they're able to comprehend what they're gonna do if it's right or wrong. Okay. So let's say, we have a kid, right? The parents don't show them any type of religion. No, obviously school never teaches you anything about religion because it's everybody has a different religion. You know what I mean? But if at that age, let's say, what would you say that a good age would be, like, to that you would strongly agree that somebody comprehends what they're doing is wrong or right? What do you believe would be a good age? Like, me personally, I would say.
What do you mean to grasp what? In what sense though? Like, grasp
like
what's going on in today's society?
No. How bad it is if he did one thing. Like, let's say if a child, right? Well, let's say somebody under than 20, right?
It's because I feel like there's no age, right? It starts off young.
Yeah.
You get me? It starts off young with, stealing, cursing, doing something bad. You as a parent are supposed to educate them.
No. Yeah, but I'm saying like let's say we have a 15-year-old kid, right?
I feel like when they're 15, they should already be able to grasp a lot of things.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So let's say a 15-year-old kid commits murder, right?
Okay.
You're part of a jury, right?
Okay.
You're part of a jury. Do you strongly believe that the kid knew what he was doing, or you don't believe that the kid doesn't know what he was doing?
Well, a lot of kids at 15 that commit murder are tried as adults.
No, I know, but that's what I just want to get your point of view. Like, do you believe?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta.
Do you believe that he knows what he's doing?
This is my opinion in that situation. If a child killed somebody, age of 15, and I was at the jury, I would subtract the fact that he's underage. I wouldn't matter. What would be in my mind is that he committed murder.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what age he is, because that means that just because his age is okay for him to commit murder, don't matter what age you are.
No, but I'm just saying, like, because like you were saying, is that
well, sorry, I don't want to, like, there is some examples that I feel like you could. Okay, there was this trial going around. I know it was all over the news. Kim Kardashian was involved. She was trying to get her, I guess, exonerated because when this girl, I believe she was 15 years old.
Yeah.
She murdered her pimp. Okay, she was pretty much sold off to, she was a sex worker. Yeah. She was raped, and she killed it, and she spent already like 10 years in jail.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know her name. I think it was like Brown something.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly.
In that situation, I can't believe that they tried her as an adult and they convicted her of murder when all she was doing was defending herself. That's what I'm saying. In situations like that, the system is messed up. But if he just cold out murder somebody, I would subtract the fact of their age because you're a murderer.
No, what? And that's a different topic for another time.
No, yeah, of course. But I'm just trying to give an example.
No. I understand your second, but it's just in all reality is that they're gonna try you as an adult depending on how serious a crime it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it's GTA, right, and you're 15,
what's GTA?
Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
So let's say you're a 15-year-old boy, you get tried for Grand Theft Auto.
That's felony.
It's a felony. But they're gonna try you as a child. They're not gonna try you as an adult. You're gonna go to what is it called?
Well, if they do that, I think they knock it down to like a misdemeanor.
No.
I mean, I don't know the law that much, but
no. But they don't try you as an adult. They try you as
you go to juvie and stuff.
You go to juvie, and then as soon as you turn 18, your record's clean.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean.
From my understanding, that's if it still carries on, you can get a lawyer, and they should be able to knock it out because it will happen when you're underage.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, but what we were talking about earlier is just that I feel that at a certain age, kids know, or even teens know what they're doing is wrong or right. And I feel even if they don't believe in something, they should how do I put it? Should.
Okay, so like I'm saying, but look at Richard Ramirez, right? He was born into it. His father, he was explaining, in the interview that he saw it. Like his father, did all this, witchcraft. He saw a bunch of demons walking around that house.
Well, yeah, he was saying that. Can I help you?
But look what he said. He said this.
No, he was saying hold on. At 8 years old,
I know, but hold on.
Prayed to the devil to kill his father.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And he said that. He said that. So because why though?
Because that he was born into that, and that's all he knew at the time. He didn't know to pray to God. He knew that to pray to the devil. That was a devil worshiper.
He did Santeria. He did all that kind of stuff. But the reason why he prayed to the devil was because when he said that he prayed to God, he didn't respond. That's what he said. He said that when he prayed to God, he didn't answer. And yet, at the end of his road, when, he was trying to, how would I say this, clean himself, the God came down. He said God came down to him, and he saw this cross, and he cleared him. And the devil wanted to take him. But God saved him. And that's how he explains it. That he saw a bunch of stuff He did a lot of bad. He was born into it. His father was abusive. Then what ends up happening? He was born in the Bronx. His father was abusive. He prayed to the devil because God didn't answer. It's kind of like that. It was that song. What is it from? The Dancing with the Devil with.
That's more the technique.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was standing next to his new brother.
Oh,
is
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it's like, and the devil responded because
Yeah,
God wasn't there. So like he kind
yeah.
of like that was like
Yeah.
But it, sorry guys, I'm a little sick. If you hear me sneezing or coughing, it's because I'm sick. But that's what I'm saying. So he said that this girl shot his father at the age of 15. His dad was dead, and the devil told him, "Now you have to take his place."
Yeah.
So look at what he gave up. Like, look at all he lost, just because. I understand, like, he was abusive, but look, he was a kid. He didn't know his mom was getting abused, and he prayed to the devil because God didn't respond. And he said, "Kill him." He got killed, but look at what he had to do. He had to take over his father's place.
Well, he sold his soul.
He sold his soul. He sold his soul at the age of 15 to the devil.
15, so he can follow in his father's footsteps.
But he had to sell his soul. He sold his soul in order for him to get his dad killed, and then he had to take his place.
Yeah. The only thing that interests me.
So look at that cycle. It's a vicious cycle. You kill one, and you just become the next.
What interested me was that I think he said he was 35. I think he was when he said that the God appeared to him.
No, he wasn't 5. You said 5?
35.
I believe he was around his 30s when he
30s, right?
He was in the room, and he said that he heard a voice calling to him.
That and you know what I mean. And
but look at the moments it led up to, right?
No.
He was explaining how he would do witchcraft, and he would, people would pay him to kill people, to get them to get pregnant, to fall in love.
Yeah.
Or to do like something bad. That they.
No, but it's just like you were saying earlier. It's how you're like sometimes it's don't do anything before it's too late. For him, you figure like you were saying all the stuff that he did. You know what I mean? And
but if you truly repent, that's what I'm saying.
No.
If you truly repent,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like God actually came to him to save him, to show him that he was not alone. You know what I mean? Even though like you were saying, he prayed to God, God didn't answer. Bless you. You know what I mean? God didn't answer. You know what I mean? Look at even after everything he did. You know what I mean? God showed up and told him, he's like, I can save you and I can save your soul. I just need you to believe and I need you to do this for me. You know what I mean?
I'm saying now he's one of God's soldiers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. There's a battle going on right now. A lot of people are like oblivious to it.
You're trying to make it seem like it's going to be too late if you...
No. If you truly repent, this is something that my mother told me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You have to make... Like, the way you made it feel in the beginning...
Oh, okay. Like
you made it feel like you're pretty much fucked.
How about, like, if
you know what I mean?
Like, hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
Saying you're marked by the devil.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, you're marked. Like, Antichrist, you would say, or some shit like that. Saying you're marked. Like, what if something like that was possible? That you're already tainted.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? I know we're all born, guilt free, but like people that are not like baptized, in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, like, they say if you die, your child won't go to heaven. Mm-hmm. Myth or not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put my child into that situation.
No, I get you, but remember.
So I'm saying, like, given, like, I'm trying to make a hypothesis, like, what if you could be marked from the day you were born? That, other words, your soul is always going to belong to him.
And you know what? That's a little bit interesting, cause
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying.
This is obviously what I'm going to talk to you about right now. It's fictional. It isn't true. I don't know if you've seen the TV show Sabrina on.
I didn't finish watching it.
Okay. So,
but how they had to write their book?
No. What? Since the beginning, her soul was already sold to the devil.
Exactly.
Okay. So when she got of age, she had to sign in the devil's book, because they practiced witchcraft.
Yeah,
like they were like good witches, but like at the same time they were kind of bad. You know what I mean? They were like devil worshippers.
Yeah, but she was already offered.
Yeah.
At the age of 18, was it 15 or 18? No, when she
turned
18,
when she was born.
No, but when she turned 18, that's when.
When she turned 18,
she had to sign your name in the book of the devil.
It's kind of interesting how you were saying that. What if a hypothesis,
you could be marked? Yeah,
you can be marked. So
or tainted.
If
however you want to call it.
Yeah, if it's in a TV show, nowadays a lot of the stuff that they pull from TV shows, from movies, a lot of it is realistic. Yeah. It's not like back in the day when we used to watch scary movies. It's not like, oh, it's fake. Now it's like, now you have to actually question it, because like you were saying earlier about the Exorcist movie.
Yeah, that one came out in, give me a second, guys. It came out in the 70s, 72, I believe. If I'm not, yeah, 1973.
1973.
Okay? Look at what's I guess you would say happened after that Exorcist.
And not only happened, look what happened to the girl that played the Exorcist.
Well, not only that, I believe that the set caught on fire. I believe 2 people died.
Yeah.
You know, like they were messing with something
That they shouldn't be messing
exactly.
with.
And when the movie came out, the I don't know if the deacon or the but the church said to not watch the movie.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of interesting how like
because
you were
I
saying,
feel like you let me something, right? I feel like, okay, saying you've gone your whole life, right? I'm still like referencing the the Exorcist. Saying you've gone your whole life just believing, you believe in God, but what a lot of times people mistake is that you have to also believe in the devil because he exists. There was a saying that says that the devil's biggest trick was to make you believe he doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, right? If you think about it, he doesn't want you to think he exists because if you don't think something evil exists, right?
Then
and that means
you can get away with
you could
doing
think
it.
you get away with anything.
Yeah,
Exactly. You know? So a lot of times, right? This was like one of the biggest movies ever,
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is that your whole life you've been innocent in the sense of not being exposed to this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like once you get exposed to like this or ghost or poltergeist or something like that, your perspective, your mind changes. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that never experienced something like, like I never seen any ghosts. I know you guys did. But for me, whenever I was in my grandmother's house, I can feel this presence, this uneasy feeling.
What?
You get me? So I was exposed. You were exposed. Not everybody's been exposed, but when you get exposed to these kind of things, it opens you up. You get me? And sometimes bad things happen to people because they've been exposed to something that they shouldn't have been exposed to.
And like in our situation, it wasn't our fault. We were exposed to it. It was just something that, was there. You know what I mean? But
that's
you
why
are right.
I never wanted to go to my grandma's house. I was always scared, dude. Like
no, but that's what I'm saying. It changes your perspective.
It changes your perspective
when you actually see something,
or when you feel something. Because well, a lot of people don't believe this, but you do feel like there's situations where, like, if there's like a bad presence, you would feel uneasy, and a lot of people mistake that feeling for like, like it's just
no.
Dude,
like this is one that happens a lot. Let's say you're walking through, let's say in a house, and you get like a cold shiver.
You feel like somebody's looking at you. No. Most likely somebody's looking at you.
No, not looking at you. But like saying you pass by and you're like, you have your jacket on, you're warm, and all of a sudden you feel like a breeze, like you're cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The majority of the time, people just let it go and say, oh, it wasn't nothing. But the majority of the time, it actually is something.
Not only that, but when I was ghost hunting, right? When I went ghost hunting.
Well, you shouldn't have, but okay.
But I mean, I've already been exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've already been exposed, but
But you shouldn't have done it again.
It's all for the podcast. We're here. We're paranormal activity activists. We're over here doing things, that
we shouldn't be doing.
But we're doing it for the podcast, But no, what I'm saying, when I went ghost hunting, there was, from my understanding, the levels of, hold on, guys, I'm sorry. The levels of temperatures change depending on, the
where
presence of something. You get me?
Did you say you felt something in the restroom that somebody was watching?
Yeah,
you?
I felt like somebody was watching me. I swear to God, dude. Like I was a little tipsy. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I was drinking a lot of vodka, and cranberry.
I don't believe that. You don't drink? You drink?
Nah. But I was I went to use a urinal, and I don't know. I was just doing my thing, and I look back because I felt something looking at me. So I turned like quick and nothing. Mm-hmm. But then I did it again like quick, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm just like, but I felt like somebody was looking at me. And most of the times when it's, like ghosts, somebody's looking at you.
Yeah. No, you know what? The one that actually trips me out the most is like when you're sleeping and somebody calls you by your name and you wake up and you go to that person and it's not even them that called you.
I've had that happen to me a lot of times. Or like when I hear like my mom.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I would hear like my mom,
right?
Like calling me, and
we'll get up
hey,
like, what's up, Mom? What do you need?
I didn't call you.
I'm like, what do you mean?
I know you called me. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's happened to a lot of people though, not just us. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have probably heard them. like somebody call out to them, and it's nobody.
Probably somebody trying to get a
trying to get a reach of them. Who maybe it's a, it's a family member or something, or you just a ghost trying to get reaching you. Because a lot of times, sometimes ghosts, they don't rest easy if they're not in a sacred ground. You know that, right?
No, yeah, of course.
So there's been situations I feel like when people, have had ghosts come to them to see if they can bury their bones, in a sacred ground, so they can,
Yeah.
retire, and go to heaven or wherever,
Yeah. So with John Ramirez, he was saying that he has a video on YouTube where he went out through New York City, and he was showing like all the we were calling them
he called them idols.
Idols.
Because in Christianity, you believe they don't believe in any other. That's why they don't worship the Virgin Mary, because that's considered an idol, and that's against their religion. Because in the Bible, they say that the only person you're supposed to worship or pray to is God.
What up, Carlos?
And as far as us, we don't really pray to. I mean, we do pray to but they're not idols to us. They're saints.
Yeah, but it's just that everybody has their own ideal.
No, yeah, I know.
When
but
it comes to
he,
religion,
he was
he went in, people that like go that pray for.
He
Buddha,
said that,
right?
but he said that in New York City is bad right now. Like as far as the Bronx, there's a lot of witchcraft going on over there. Like I'm pretty sure in other places, but there's a lot of bad stuff going on.
Yeah, that's
over
what I'm
there.
saying. With that video that he was posting up on YouTube, he was saying how, he was exposing the stores that sold Santeria, that worship devils, and how he was telling them that because he had a cameraman, right, that was following him.
Yeah,
and he asked the cameraman, how do you know we're safe? And that guy told him, like, as long as you believe, you have faith, and you don't idolize them.
Yeah, no, but he says, how do you know we're safe in here? He says that because he's like, he has God in his heart.
Yeah,
I'm saying, so he said that he can rebuke all these, like these devils or whatever. Like he has the power, I guess, to like, I wouldn't say exercise, but to like.
I feel like in the case with him is that his faith now in
like
God
super like 100%
is so
strong
because he already knows the dark side.
But if you think about it though, right? He did sell his soul to the devil. God saved him. All right, God saved him. But now, what do you think is like? I'm pretty sure he still battles with the devil because,
Well, yeah, remember in that video, the same video we saw, he was saying that. For a long time, every time he went to sleep, God, the devil told him, he's like, I'm not gonna let you go.
Yeah, and then he would pray. He said he didn't even know how to pray. He didn't even know how to pray, and he would pray and pray.
But every night he said he had a battle with the devil, saying, I'm still not gonna let go of your soul
until he saved them.
Until God saved them. So I'm pretty sure, like here and there, he might still have a battle with them. You know what I mean? I honestly, I think that battle is gonna be constant, just because he was so into the dark side that he's gonna have to battle every single day. Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of times too, is that nowadays it's just been all normalized though. If you think about it, right? Now there's a bunch of movies like about witches or
well, not even about that,
or possession.
It's just let's say
I'm
like
saying
anti what is it called atheist. Now people don't care if you're atheist or not. Before, people would, shove religion down your throat and be like, oh, course, and now they're just like, oh, you're atheist, cool, whatever.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but there's a lot of things that they're like being normalized. You get me? They're normalizing it to be okay, to like the Ouija board movie, like, yeah, it's scary, but like a lot of people, it's a joke. I'm going to go, do it because it's a movie. That's what I'm saying. It's a movie.
Yeah.
This doesn't really happen in real life. It's a movie. That's what I'm saying. It's being normalized, and on Twitter, because I always see like the Satanist church. What is it? Or the satanic.
They might want you, bro, because I don't see none of that stuff on my feed.
No. I don't see it. Like, what is it? Christian Bale, when he won, I don't know if it was the Globes or the Oscar. Well, he won something. He played Al Gore, I believe, or in a movie or something. Yeah. But he was saying that. Thank him and Satan or something like that, right? He said a quote like that. Like, I'm butchering it, but the Satanists have a Twitter, dude. The Satanist church or whatever, the satanic whatever, they have a freaking Twitter, dude. And then they said, oh, like, thank you, Christian Bale. Like, how nowadays is that normal? Like people like that they claim, right? They claim like, oh, the worshiping the devil is not bad. A lot of people think we are murderers or we kill people. They're just trying to bunch us up. Like, it's all lies, dude. It's all lies. You know what I'm saying?
It's because nowadays, honestly, people don't really care.
But a lot of people are brainwashed, dude.
No. Not only brainwashed, but I feel that nowadays it's like, we're talking about artists. You know that what's his name? Little.
But the media, the Illuminati.
No,
all
yeah,
that,
but
all,
what's his name?
I mean, that's a bigger picture though.
Little
Uzi Vert. His name is Little Uzi Vert.
Okay, you know, if you say it, you know, the other way, it sounds like Lucifer.
If you say it fast, Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. Everybody goes to his concerts. They fucking listen to it. And you know, you were saying that when you went,
I didn't go. I didn't stay.
No. When you were there, you know what I mean. You saw that he was gonna put up like.
No, I left before he even started anything.
Oh, you
but
left?
there was one of his concerts when he posted up.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? When he was, I forgot it was a Rolling Out or whatever. But he had his concert. There was a bunch of upside down crosses, and he was saying, "Oh, all you guys right here, it's like you're going to hell with me."
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, and he's like, what are you going? He's like, you can't escape. You're already here with me, you know. Like, that's scary, dude. Like,
yeah, but see, people don't care. Like, I'm telling you, like you were saying, now it's just normal for them.
Dude, I was like, I didn't even stay for this. I left, dude. I was like,
now for them, it's just normal just to hear it. You know what I mean? But
that's what I'm saying. These things are being normalized. Like,
yeah,
if it's okay.
We go back to the thing.
And I'm being a hypocrite because I listen to Suicide Boys. I listen to, like, Ramirez. Like, they actually, like, talk about the devil, you know. Like, there's, like, some lines when he's, like one of Ramirez, like, I was like, I need a bitch to worship the devil with me. Or like this, like what is this? Scrim was like, I'm gonna burn the churches and sell the ashes to the reverend, like shit like that. Like I know I'm being a hypocrite, but like to me, I just listen to it because I like the music, not because of what it says. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, but like I see like a lot of people will tell you different story. Like
they'll be like, don't even if it's like that, don't. And I understand it. They probably do have a point.
I
but
feel like
still,
if you have your faith and you believe in what you believe and you have a strong belief in it, you know what I mean. You can't be swayed another way. You know what I mean.
I know, but it's like I feel like that's what their job is to do. They're always trying to sway you. These devils, these demons, you know, these bad, spirits, malignant.
That's what their job is.
That's their job is. Their job is to sway you, to want to convert you to their side.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
a lot of people don't understand. Is like, I'm not trying to sound crazy, dude, but it's happening.
You sound a little crazy.
It's like, okay, have you seen what is it? It's called the Immortals. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Okay. Remember how Zeus came down and had to fight the Titans? Remember, these Titans were different. They weren't like huge.
Yeah.
You know how crazy they look, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened after? What is it? The main guy died.
Mm-hmm.
He went up. You know, what is it? Zeus took him.
Yeah.
And what is it? Remember when his son was born? What is it? I think Zeus was talking to his son.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, the war rages on," or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you look up, you can see all those gods and demons fighting. Well, Titans are kind of like, you would say, like bad, demons and stuff. They were fighting each other. And remember the war, how crazy it looked?
Yeah.
Like that scene, like kind of like resonated in a sense of like demons and devils. Like there was a war, and the war goes on. It's been going on since the time, the beginning of time.
Mm. Well, yeah, but I don't think it's ever gonna stop, fool. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. It's always gonna be there. It just
when the day comes, fool, when he comes down, dude, the people that have been bad are gonna stay. The ones that are good are gonna go. Revelation.
It's gonna be like that movie.
Revelation, dog. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like that movie with Seth Rogen.
Oh, I know. It's
when
he gets fucked by the devil or a demon and shit, and then he gets all possessed.
Pretty much that's how it's gonna be. They said.
Yeah, but so I mean, it kind of sucks though that you had to be born into like selling, I felt like he didn't have any other way to go, but do what he did.
Well, look, the good thing is that now he's good. Well, he's not good, but like he's better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But not only that, but he was explaining that he even got his daughter into it, and he baptized her and made her a born again Christian. But he got saved. He had to save his whole family. Now he's saving people, a bunch of people and stuff. Yeah. But like I hate like when those pastors and stuff. That's another thing that bugs me, dude. Is like these people that have, dude, they have big ass arenas. They sell out.
Yeah. They
have mansions. I was like, these people, they're not real, dude. Like they're fake.
Yeah.
All these people they're fake and they're like false prophets. I would consider them like a false prophet because these people, all they care about is money, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Selling out these arenas, these shows, and these people eat it up, dude. Eat it up. You get me?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, these people, like, are eating up. They're normalizing all this kind of stuff. Like, they're making it seem like it's okay, for you to, like, worship, something that you shouldn't. because nowadays, like next thing you know, like what is it? Haunting this, the haunting that, the exorcist of this, the possession of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, everything is nowadays is just that. Like,
pretty much. Like you were saying earlier, when when that in Peru, how they
what is it? So there was this incident in Peru where these children played the Ouija board,
and they thought it was all fun and games.
They all thought there was a we'll link you guys. Give me a second. I have to.
They were buried under. Their school was buried under a mafia cemetery. Bless you.
Yeah, their school is buried under a mafia cemetery. You know, this dump. You know, they kill you, they dump you there. They played the Ouija board, and there was a outbreak of over 100 students foaming at their mouths,
saying that a dark spirit was chasing them.
Yeah, you know, like just possession, dude.
Them.
Like we'll link the videos, dude. Like it's crazy. Like imagine that's a mass possession. Like a mass possession. Like,
but we go back
imagine
to the same
something
thing
happened like that. People would be oblivious. They wouldn't believe it. Saying 100,000 people got possessed, and you know, like they all started like they wouldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they think you're crazy or something. You know. Because that does sound crazy. 100,000 possessions.
It does sound crazy, but we go back to the same thing.
Like, what if something like that ever happened? You know, like
they didn't believe, dude.
I know, but what if something like that happened? You know, like
look, honestly,
it's just like a.
Honestly, I believe
the CDC has to get involved or something crazy like that.
Honestly,
you know?
I believe it does. It does happen.
No, but like, what if the CDC gets
remember,
involved or something crazy like that?
You gotta remember, dude, is that let's say in the Catholic religion, right? Our Pope, you know what I mean, and our cathedral and all them, they censored a lot of the shit that they put out there for us. You know what I mean? They don't. They do,
but you know, the thing is that there's a shortage of exorcist priests. You know that, right? And it's becoming shorter and shorter.
Yeah, because they keep on dying.
Well, not even. It's not even about dying. It's that nobody wants to be a priest anymore.
And that's where we go. So that we're losing the war, dog.
I'm saying though, but why do you have to be a priest to fight against a demon?
Because that means that you're.
I mean, I know it's like not like trying to be a movie and shit like a demon hunter.
But you're like the right hand of God, pretty much.
Yeah, I get you. But you know, like The Right. Remember The Right, right? The movie The Right. What is it?
Hey, dude, you watch way too many movies, bro.
You remember The Right though, right? So you watched it too. So you're saying I watched too many movies. The Right. It was a true story.
Yeah.
And what is it? One that old Mister. He was in Spain.
Yeah.
He's there. But the other guy that became exorcist as well, he's only one person that's right now in California, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, and then
the thing is that they're saying like detectives do. They have to go investigate, make sure that what they're saying is true, and if it's not, they don't
and then
do
like you were saying about it being normal. Look at just the movie that just came out, Bird Box.
What does that have to do with it? That's like no possession of that.
Well, technically it does, because remember the people that didn't die, there were people that were bad, and people that did bad things. And they wanted them to come to the light.
I don't feel like you can correlate with that because the thing is that.
Yeah, because if you look at the pictures,
no, they didn't explain.
If you look at the pictures, well, no, if
they didn't explain how it happened.
Can you listen?
No.
Can you listen?
No.
Yes.
No. They didn't explain how it happened.
In the book,
it could be aliens.
No, in the book itself, it says it has to do with heaven and hell.
What book?
There's a Bird Box book that's how they got the movie. The movie.
You know what? That's a fucking fiction, right?
Yeah, but still.
It's a fiction book.
That's what I'm saying. But look, they're making it look normal.
Making what look normal?
What happened in that movie was normal. Even though it was like a scary kind of movie. Like they were.
I don't get you. What do you mean normal?
Like you were saying, Asus. If
Odd Phantom? Don't call me by my government name, please.
Like you were saying is how.
All right, Bear?
No, I'm making it says like you were saying is that when people are bad or like with the exorcism and all that happens, they're making it look normal. Okay, with the people that
I said they're normalizing.
Yeah,
like
okay,
this,
so
yes.
the people that were getting infected were people that always did and all did bad things.
How do you know they did bad things though?
Because those are the only type of people that were getting infected. People that were.
But if they're spirits, how is it infection? Then it means it must be a possession, not an infection.
I'm
just trying to get your facts straight, dog. All right. This ain't a debate, all right.
You're just over here trying to win all the time. Dude.
I'm not trying to win, but I'm just saying though.
That's
like,
what you're trying to do. You're trying to win.
No, I'm not trying to win.
You're trying to
Don't get all
win.
salty. Like I'm just stating
salty,
facts, bro. I'm just stating facts. I'm just saying facts, bro.
You're just trying to win.
All right. You know, I'm just saying. I got the facts. I got the hard, cold facts. All right. But I didn't even know that was a book, though, honestly.
So how do you have the facts?
I thought they just created it, dude. Like some people just write scripts. They don't have to be a book. Like
There's a book on that.
I told you about that weird ass dream, though, no?
What dream?
I told my mom I wanted to write a book about it. So I had this dream, right? Yeah, we'll wrap it up with this one. I had this dream, and I was following this priest. Hold on, I was following this priest, right? There was these 7 underground churches.
The fuck?
7 underground demonic churches. Okay?
Okay.
These churches all had a demon locked up in there. Okay? And I'm telling you, dude, I swear to God, I feel like I dreamed this.
Uh-huh.
And I was following God to this priest. He was old already. And he hunted demons.
Okay.
Like this one didn't like, possess, exercise. No, this was hunted demons. He was actual, from the Vatican.
Okay.
Hunting. I don't know. I had all this information like pouring in me when I was in the dream, But I was following him. I guess I was learning, to be like him.
Yeah.
He was old, and we went into one of these underground churches. There was one of 7. Okay.
Okay.
And he started fighting against his like demon, dude. It was huge, and they had like a bunch of like razor blade like arms and stuff like that, and he was fighting him and stuff, and like he ended up getting killed. Honestly, the guy got killed. Dude. I mean, he was older already. It could have been he was like 80, dog. Like,
so, why you had to make him old for in your dream, dog?
But I swear, and then like I had to take over and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I ran out. Honestly, it was like this crazy hole. Like you had to go down deep into the church,
I bet you.
and then I had to run out. I wasn't strong enough. But like, imagine, dude. I had this dream. Like, imagine what if that was real, dude. Like maybe like not 7, but like there was underground churches, that had demons in there, or like that's how they like these people go and worship the devil. That'd be crazy.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. Nowadays, nothing surprises me.
I know, right? Yeah, but that was a crazy dream I had.
That's crazy.
But
all
yeah,
right, guys, we'll see you guys next Sunday.
So thank you guys for listening to our podcast.
Our ramblings. Today.
Yeah, ramblings, our ideas, our crazy topics.
This is crazy.
Well, we're trying to find like a structure for ourselves, of how we want to continue with these podcasts, But we really appreciate you guys liking our podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube, obviously. Ring that bell. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. We're trying to get 100 subscribers this year, at least. That's my goal.
Last year we didn't make nothing.
We didn't make nothing. We only made half. But we're trying to go out there. I hope you enjoy our content. If you have any, ideas, or do you have any like, constructive criticism?
Not negative criticism.
Yeah, that's why I say constructive criticism. Put it down in the comment section so we can get better at this, guys. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you guys. See you next time. Peace out.